If for an AP, A is equal to 75 यानी first term, common difference is -3, then T60 यानी 60th term is how much? अब हमें पता है that for an AP जो general term होता है that is Tn is given by A plus n minus 1 into D और हमें पूछा गया है T60, so T60 would be equal to, अब A यानी कि फर्स्ट टर्म हमें दिया है 75 प्लस n माइनस 1 यानी 60 माइनस 1 इंटू D, अब कॉमन डिफरेंस है -3, तो ये अगर हम सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं we get 75 plus this is 59 into -3, तो ये आ जाता है 75. Now 59 times 3 is 177, so minus 177, तो ये जो डिफरेंस आता है it is -102, which is option A. If for an AP A is equal to 2 and T7 is 20, then D यानी कॉमन डिफरेंस इज हाउ मच? तो यहाँ पर फिर से हमें एरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन दिया हुआ है, फर्स्ट टर्म है 2 एंड सेवेंथ टर्म है 20. Now we know that for an AP जनरल टर्म होता है यानी Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. हमें दिया है T7, so we could say T7 is equal to, अब A की वैल्यू है 2, so we have 2 plus n यानी Tn, n is 7, so 7 minus 1 into D, लेकिन T7 की वैल्यू गिवन है 20, so therefore we could say 20 is equal to 2 plus, अब 7 minus 1 होता है 6 into D, तो ये आ जाएगा 6D. so proceeding further, so we have 6D is equal to, अब ये लेस करने पर हो जाएगा 18, so therefore the common difference D is equal to 3 और इसका ऑप्शन है C. so common difference D is equal to 3. If for an AP common difference D is 2 and S12 is 24, that is sum of first 12 terms is 24, then A यानी कि first term is, now we know that for an AP Sn का जो फॉर्मूला है वो है n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. अब यहाँ हमें दिया हुआ है S12, so we have S12 is equal to Sn, n is 12, right? तो इधर आ जाएगा 12 upon 2 into 2a, a is missing, प्लस n माइनस 1 यानी 12 माइनस 1 इंटू d, कॉमन डिफरेंस हमें 2 दिया हुआ है, तो ये सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. S12 की वैल्यू हमें दी हुई है 24, तो यहाँ पर हम 24 लिख लेते हैं. सो 24 इज इक्वल टू, ये 2 1 जा 2 6 जा 6 टाइम्स, अब ब्रैकेट में आएगा 2a, ये हो जाएगा 11 इंटू 2, सो दैट इज 22. ये 6 को यहाँ डिवाइड कर देते हैं, अपॉन में चला जाएगा, तो इधर आ जाएगा 4 इज इक्वल टू 2a प्लस 22, सो देयरफॉर वी हैव 2a इज इक्वल टू माइनस 18, सो देयरफॉर द फर्स्ट टर्म a इज इक्वल टू माइनस 9, विच इज ऑप्शन बी. सो इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, a इज इक्वल टू माइनस 9. If for an AP A equal to 2 यानी first term is 2 and S20 sum of first 20 terms is 610, then D is equal to how much? अब यहाँ फिर से हम Sn का फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. हमें पता है Sn for an AP is n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. अब हमें वैल्यू दी हुई है S20 की, सो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा S20 इज इक्वल टू 20 अपॉन 2 इंटू 2a, मतलब 2 टाइम्स 2 प्लस n माइनस 1 यानी 20 माइनस 1 इंटू d, d इज मिसिंग. अब S20 की वैल्यू है 610, सो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड की वैल्यू यहाँ पर है हमारे पास 610 इज इक्वल टू, ये हम कट करके यहाँ पे 10 ला सकते हैं, सो वी हैव 10 टाइम्स, ये हो जाएगा 4 प्लस दिस वुड बी 19 इंटू डी, ये 0 0 हम कैंसिल कर देते हैं, सो वी हैव 61 इज इक्वल टू 4 प्लस 19d, सो देयरफॉर यहाँ पे मिलता है 19d इज इक्वल टू, नाउ 61 माइनस 4 ये हो जाता है 57, एंड इफ वी डिवाइड 19 यहाँ पर, सो 57 डिवाइड बाय 19 इज 3, तो कॉमन डिफरेंस आता है 3, और ऑप्शन अगर देखें तो द ऑप्शन इज डी। For an AP, A यानी कि first term is 25D, that is common difference is minus 3, and Sn, that is sum of first n terms है 105, then n यानी number of terms is, तो फिर से हम Sn का फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे for an AP, which is n upon 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D। अब Sn की वैल्यू हमें दी है 105, सो दिस इज 105 इज इक्वल टू, n तो मिसिंग है, डिवाइड बाय 2 इंटू 2 टाइम्स a की वैल्यू है 25, तो यहाँ हम 25 सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं, प्लस n माइनस 1 इंटू डी, अब कॉमन डिफरेंस दिया है -3, तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा -3, ये 2 को हम इस तरफ मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं, तो ये हो जाएगा 210, एंड वी हैव n इंटू, ये आ जाता है 50, -3 इंटू n, ये हो जाता है -3n, -3 इंटू -1, ये हो जाता है +3, सो देयरफॉर हमारा जो इक्वेशन बनता है वो n इंटू, ना 50 प्लस 3 दैट इज 53 माइनस 3n इज इक्वल टू 210। अब हम ऑप्शन से यहाँ पे ट्राई कर सकते हैं, अगर हम देखें ऑप्शन ए जो दिया है, ऑप्शन ए है 12, फिर है 4 एंड देन 6, वी कैन चेक विद 12, तो इधर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में डाल देते हैं वैल्यू, सो 12 इंटू 53 माइनस 3 12 ये होता है 36। अब ये अगर हम प्रोडक्ट लेते हैं 53 माइनस 36, ये तो 17 हो गया, इंटू 12 ये आता है 204, तो ऑप्शन ए तो काम नहीं आएगा। ऑप्शन बी हमें दिया है 12 के बाद 4 दिया है, सो यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं, 4 इंटू 53 माइनस, नाउ 3 4 ये होता है 12, let us multiply, now 53 minus 12 is 65, into 4 अगर हम करते हैं ये आता है 260, तो ऑप्शन बी नहीं आएगा, ऑप्शन सी से चेक करते हैं 6, यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 6 into 53 माइनस, now 3 into 6 ये होता है 18, let us check, 53 माइनस 18 ये 35, इंटू 6 अगर हम करते हैं तो इधर वैल्यू हमें मिलती है 210, तो हमारा सही आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज n इज इक्वल टू 6। यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है, द टू एरिथमेटिक मीन्स बिटवीन 4 एंड 13 आर, तो दो नंबर्स दिए हुए हैं 4 एंड 13, एंड इनके बिटवीन हमें दो एरिथमेटिक मीन्स ऑब्टेन करने हैं, से वी कॉल देम एज A1 एंड A2। अब सपोज हम अज्यूम करते हैं A इक्वल टू 4 एंड B इक्वल टू 13, तो फर्स्ट टर्म हम 4 लेते हैं और इसका आखिरी टर्म B, दैट इज 30। So first we obtain the common difference. अब common difference हम ढूंढ सकते हैं using the formula b minus a upon n plus 1. अब यहाँ पर b है 13, a है 4, n है number of means to be inserted. अब यहाँ पे हमें दो means चाहिए, so n की वैल्यू होगी 2 plus 1. So this becomes 9 upon 3 which is equal to 3. तो हमें common difference मिल चुका है 3. So therefore we could obtain A1 as a first term है 4, तो इसमें common difference हम add कर देंगे 3, तो ये आ जाएगा 7. Then A2, अब ये हमें मिला 7, अब प्लस 3 करेंगे तो हमें A2 मिल जाएगा. So A2 is A1 plus 3, that is 7 plus 3 which is equal to 10. तो ये हमें second mean मिला 10. So the required answer is option A. The question is, which term of the series 1, 5, 9, 13 and so on is 1, 0, 1? So we have been given the series 1, 5, 9, 13 and so on. Now if you observe carefully, the difference between the consecutive terms is the same, right? So there's a difference of 4 between the consecutive terms. So therefore we could conclude that this sequence, or rather this series, is an arithmetic progression. And here the first term is 1. We name the first term as A. So first term is 1. And the common difference between the terms is 4. And we have to find the position for this term, that is 1, 0, 1. So we have to obtain the position of this term, that is 1, 0, 1 is which term? Term number. Okay, so let us name this term as Tn. Okay, so let Tn be 1, 0, 1. Now we know that for an AP, Tn is obtained as A plus n minus 1 into D. Now here we have taken Tn as 1, 0, 1. So we have 1, 0, 1 is equal to, now A is 1 plus n minus 1 into D. D is 4. Now we subtract this 1 over here. So we have 1, 0, 1 minus 1. So that's 100 is equal to n minus 1 into 4. Now dividing by 4. So we have 100 divided by 4 is equal to n minus 1. So from here we get n minus 1 is equal to 25. So therefore n is equal to 26. That is 101 is the 26th term of this AP. So the correct answer to this question is option B, 26th term. The question is, find the 10th term of the series 2, 6, 10, 14 and so on. So if you look at the series, the terms are 2, 6, 10, 14 and so on. So if you observe, the difference between the consecutive terms is 4. So this is actually an arithmetic progression. And the common difference between the terms, that is D, is equal to 4. Now the first term of this AP, that is A, is equal to 2. And we have to obtain the 10th term of this series, that is T10. Now in order to find T10, we apply the formula Tn, that is formula for the general term. So Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So therefore we have T10 is equal to, now A is equal to 2 plus n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1 into D. Value for D is 4. So we have 2 plus, this would be 9 into 4, that's 36. So 2 plus 36. So our final value is 38. And if we check with the options, the answer to this question is option C. The question is the mth term of an AP is 1 by n and the nth term is 1 by m. If the rth term is 1, then the value for r is. Now we know that for an AP, the relation between Tn and Tm is Tn is equal to Tm plus n minus m into d. D is the common difference. Now using this relation, we can first obtain the value of d. Now Tn, that is the nth term, is given as 1 by m, and Tm, that is the mth term, is 1 by n. So we just write 1 by n plus n minus m into d. Now we just simplify this equation, taking 1 by n on the left hand side. So we have 1 upon m minus 1 upon n is equal to n minus m into d. We equalize the denominator, so we have n minus m upon mn is equal to n minus m into d. Now we could cancel this factor on both the sides. So we have the value of d as d is equal to 1 upon mn. So we have obtained the common difference. D is equal to 1 upon mn. Now the same formula we could use to obtain TR. Now TR could be expressed as, now let us use Tm over here. So Tm plus R minus m into D. Now the value for TR is 1 is equal to, because they have mentioned the rth term is 1, so we write TR as 1. Now Tm is 1 upon n plus R minus m into D. D is 1 upon mn. Let us simplify the right hand side. So we have 1 upon n plus R minus m upon mn. Now if we equalize the denominators over here, we need mn here. So in the numerator and denominator, we multiply by m. So we have 1 is equal to m plus R minus m upon mn. Now m gets cancelled and this mn gets multiplied the left hand side. So we have R is equal to mn, and the answer to this question is option A. The question is, if the first term of an AP is 5 and its 100th term is 302, then its 51st term is. So we have been given an arithmetic progression, that is AP, whose first term is 5. So let us denote the first term by A. So the first term of the AP is 5. The 100th term is 302, that is T100 is equal to 302, and we have to obtain the 51st term, that is T51. Now here we apply the formula for general term of an AP, which is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. So therefore we could say T100 is equal to, the value for A is 5 plus 100 minus 1 into D. Now T100 value has been given as 302. So we could say 302 is equal to 5 plus 99 into D. Now if we subtract 5, we obtain 297. So 297 is equal to 99D. So therefore the common difference D is 297 divided by 99, which is equal to 3. So the first term is 5 and common difference is 3. Now we could obtain term number 51. So therefore we could say T51 is equal to, now A, that is the first term, is 5 plus n minus 1, that is 51 minus 1 into D. Now D is 3. So we have 5 plus. Now this difference is 50. 50 into 3 is 150. So the 51st term is 155. Let us look at the options. Yes, so we have option C as the answer. So the answer to this question is option C. The question is the eighth term of the progression 8, 5, 2, minus 1, minus 4 is. So if we observe the given sequence, the terms are 8, 5, 2, minus 1, minus 4 and so on. So if we observe carefully, we see that it is an arithmetic progression, or we commonly call it as an AP. The reason being, the terms have a common difference, right? So 5 minus 8, that's minus 3. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. So basically this is an arithmetic progression with the first term being 8. So first term we denoted as A. So A is equal to 8 and the common difference, that is D, is equal to minus 3. And we have been asked the eighth term, that is T8. Now we know the formula for Tn. The formula for Tn is A plus n minus 1 times D. So therefore T8 is equal to 8 plus 8 minus 1 into D, which is minus 3. So we have 8 plus, now 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 times minus 3. So it is 8 minus 21. Now if we take the difference, we obtain the value as negative 13. So the answer to this question is option B. The question is the value of x such that 8x plus 4, 6x minus 2, 2x plus 7 will form an AP is. Now we know that if A, B and C, there are three terms in AP, then 2 times the middle term, that is 2 times B, is equal to A plus C. So we consider this as A, this as B, this as C, and we simply substitute in this equation. So we obtain 2 times B, B that is the middle term. So 2 times 6x minus 2 is equal to A plus C, that is the first term, 8x plus 4 plus C, C that is the third term, 2x plus 7. So this is 2x plus 7. Now we simplify this equation. Here we obtain 12x minus 4 is equal to, now 8x plus 2x. So that is 10x plus 4 plus 7. That gives 11. Now we subtract 10x over here on the left hand side. We obtain 12x minus 10x equals 11. We bring this 4 on the right hand side. So it becomes plus 4. So we have 2x equal to 15. So the value for x is 15 upon 2, which is option C. The question is the sixth term of the series AB, A square B cube a cube b raised to 5 is equal to. Now these are the options given. So here if you observe, suppose we take a as the first term. So let a be the first term. We're using capital A over here. And the first term is AB. And say R is the common ratio. So let R be the common ratio. And that could be easily obtained by dividing the second term by the first term or third term by the second term. So let's divide T2 by T1. So we have a square b cube divided by AB. So common ratio is AB square. So we have the first term, we have the common ratio. Now we need to obtain the sixth term, that is T6. So using the formula for Tn, which is A into R raised to n minus 1. Now n is 6 over here. Now we substitute all these values here. The first term is AB into R is AB square raised to 6 minus 1. So we have A into B into, this becomes AB square raised to 5. We use laws of indices here and we obtain A into B into A raised to 5 into B raised to 10. We just group the terms. A into A raised to 5, these two terms we just group them, becomes A raised to 6, and B into B raised to 10 becomes B raised to 11. So the answer, if we look at here, is option A. So this is how you solve the given question. The question is the number of terms in the sequence 6, 18, 54, etc. up to 1458 is. This is the last term. So we have to obtain the number of terms in the given sequence. So here it's a geometric progression with the first term as 6, common ratio. Now second term divided by the first term or third divided by second can easily give us the common ratio. So let's divide the second term by the first term. So 18 by 6, the common ratio is 3. See, 6 3s as 18, 18 3s as 54 and so on. So we obtain the common ratio as 3. The last term, suppose we call it as Tn, is 1458 and we have to obtain the number of terms, that is n. Now we know for a GP, Tn is given by A into R raised to n minus 1. Now we substitute all these values here. So 1458 is equal to 6 times 3 raised to n minus 1. We divide 6 over here. So 1458 divided by 6 is equal to 3 raised to n minus 1. If we perform this division, we obtain 3 raised to n minus 1 equal to, if we perform the division, we get 243. Now this is a power of 3. So we could say 3 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 243 could be expressed as 3 raised to 5. And now we could easily equate the powers and we obtain n minus 1 equal to 5. So the value for n is equal to 6, which is option D. अब यहाँ क्वेश्चन दिया है if log a to the base b, log b to the base c and log c to the base a are in AP, then log b to the base a, log c to the base b and log a to the base c are in. अब सपोज हम लेते हैं x b equal to log a to the base b, राइट, इस वाले टर्म को हम x नाम दे देते हैं. देन से y is log b to the base c, और इस टर्म को हम z नाम दे देते हैं. से log c to the base a, let this be z. और हमें पूछा गया है ये तीन टर्म्स AP में है, GP में है या फिर HP में. Let us take the first term here, that is log of b to the base a. Now we know that log b to the base a, इसे हम लिख सकते हैं as 1 upon log a to the base b, which is actually equal to 1 upon x. देखिए log a to the base b is x, यहाँ है 1 upon log a to the base b, so this is equal to 1 by x. Then next term, that is log c to the base b. Log c to the base b could be expressed as 1 upon log b to the base c, and this is equal to 1 upon y. Similarly, log of a to the base c, इसे हम लिख सकते हैं as 1 upon log of c to the base a, and this is equal to 1 by z. So basically, if x, y, z are in AP, then 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z, these terms would form an HP. Okay, तो इसका सही आंसर है ऑप्शन C, HP.